Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Joanne's Cosmic Energy Radio. I'm super excited to be here with you today. And just a really quick question. How many of you are having technical difficulties out there? Whether it's with your schedule and you just totally forgot where you're supposed to be, or you're having issues getting on to internet. That's sort of what my world looks like over the last give and take 48 hours. So I'm going to ask that you do me a favor, which is what I'm about to do as well. If you are watching, listening, and you happen to be on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, please go ahead and share it out. And I'm going to be doing the same in just a minute once I find myself where I need to be. So please bear with me in this very moment. And then we're going to get this show going. All right. So I always love when you get to Facebook and they have this loud sound going on. So I am on Facebook now, and I'm hoping I will be able to see the comments. So for those of you who do pop in, please let me know that you are here by saying hi. And I have an exciting cosmic energy forecast for every one of you today, including me, because we have some amazing energy that is definitely in the flow right now. We are probably, I think if I'm not mistaken, we are literally in this mass of this full moon's energy that took place as of 12:34 a.m. Eastern time. I believe it was, no, maybe p.m. Eastern time. But before I go through all that, again, just a quick intro in case you're not sure who I am. Obviously, the host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, the founder of Holistic Fitness, which is located in Queens, New York. Super excited to be here with you, and just want to give a shout out to my faithful audience that show up week after week after week with me. So I'm going to give a shout out to Anne for being here. Thank you so much for your support. And anybody else who's popping in and I don't see you just yet, know that I appreciate you as well. So as I was saying, with all this amazing energy we have going on today, if you have not been following me on my other platforms that I go live on, well, some of this news I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be new. If you have been following me, some of it you're going to hear again, but they always say is when you hear something more than once, there's always a message behind it. So pay attention to what's resonating when I do share what I share, and perhaps you might even want to take some notes. Or maybe you're like me, you want to listen or watch first and then come back, rewatch it, and then take notes. Whichever way is your flow, that's the way it's supposed to go. So let's start off. As I mentioned, we have this amazing full moon that we are literally in this energy between today and tomorrow. The full moon is in Libra. Let's talk a little bit about that energy of Libra. Libra is really all about the scale, balancing. So I want to ask you right off the bat, where in your life are you spending more time than you are in another area of your life? Because there's always that one area of our life we spend a lot of time. Spending 12 hours a day in your career. Ooh, my internet is unstable. Wonder if you can still hear me. I hope you can. Anyway, if you are spending more than 12 hours a day in your career, there's a good probability that you have an imbalance going on, because there's only 24 hours in one day, and chances are you're probably sleeping anywhere between hopefully 6 to 8 hours, which leaves very little room for anything else. So you might have to evaluate where you would like to have more balance in your life. What's important to you? Maybe your career is extremely important to you, and that's where your focus is, and that's why you're spending 12 hours a day there. And that's fine. There is no wrong or right when it comes to this. Whatever feels best for you, and as long as you're not feeling irritable, frustrated, or annoyed by the fact that you are spending more time in one area of your life and not enough in another. So this is what this full moon is going to help you regenerate, so to speak. Get you in that space to really understand what you want to let go of. And this is the perfect time. This full moon's energy is actually the starting point, literally the starting point to help you reset communication, creativity, and your collaborations. And they're all the seeds, the big seeds, because again, communication is key to everything we do. And if the communication is not flowing, there's a good probability that there's some sort of misalignment that's going on. So you have to again come back and check into that balance. Along with this full moon's energy that's helping us activate that balance in our life, it's going to help you to literally connect I'm going to use this word is what I'm hearing, literally connect your train. Train is quite interesting that's the word I hear to use today. It's going to literally connect the train to Mercury that just entered Taurus on the 3rd of April, and it's going to go retrograde. So we are getting ready for that retrograde period. It's one of the first planets for 2023 to start the retrograde cycle up again. Note, if you have not noticed this, we have been retrograde free for the past 12 weeks. And now it's going to all start back up. If you are not familiar with what retrograde actually means, well, retrograde in a really one-line explanation, it's about a reset. It gives us the opportunity to sort of review what's been going on in our life in, let's say, the past, give and take, 3 to 6 months. And it's exactly that. Mercury gives us the opportunity to review our communication, our schedules, our planning, and it also gives us a chance to reboot our technology where we need to. Our websites, anything dealing with our schedules and media for that matter. Because it's in Taurus and it's going to retrograde in Taurus, Taurus is about your relationships, the relationships you have with yourself and all the other people that you have schedules with, including the relationship you do have with your physical material possessions and how you value those and yourself as well. Then, as we have all this energy, and again, this full moon is just the setting point. They're helping us move into these retrograde periods. Then down the road, and I'm speaking like down the road as of May 1st, literally a little less than 30 days from now, Pluto will then also go retrograde in Aquarius, which is where it's at on May 1st, and it will retrograde in Aquarius right through June 20th. And then as of June 20th, Pluto is going to step back into Capricorn. And there is where this full moon's energy is really going to start playing a big role in reference to bringing more balance into your life. If in case you're not familiar with what Capricorn is all about, Capricorn is the zodiac sign of your work, your career. It's associated with organization. It's associated with corporations, money, businesses, banking, all of the above, fame, success. And not to get into it, but I'm just going to tap into it just a little bit. If you are following the news in regards to all that's going on, I'm not just going to get too technical about it, but if you're following the news, pay attention to how it really is aligned with the energy of our planets right now. If you want to talk a little bit more about that on the outside, let me know, and I would love to have a conversation with you about what's going on with the media at this very time as Pluto entered Aquarius. And then this retrograde we're going to be experiencing over the next 6 months once it backtracks into Capricorn. So it's going to be spicy, people. It's going to be spicy. But remembering that as Pluto retrogrades in Capricorn on a personal level, that is about your soul's calling. This is about how you need to bring more balance into your life so you can balance your life into what you came here to actually do. So I know I'm excited for this. I'm hoping that you are too. So what I like to do, as I usually do when I'm here with you, is spend some time diving in to the forecast of what's to take place for each and every one of us during this period of time. Note that this forecast will go from today right till the next time I meet with you, which is the first Wednesday in May. So I always like to start with Aries because it's the first zodiac of the astrological signs, and we are in the season of Aries anyway. And just a little food for thought to put a little more spice to this fun. And I'm sure, again, if you've been following me on my other platforms, you already know this, that when we think about April, the season of April, based on its letters, and according to numerology, every letter adds up to an 11 in the word April, which means April is really the season to be the master healer, the healer to yourself. How can you heal utilizing the planets and all the information that you know now about Mercury going retrograde, Pluto on its way going retrograde, the full moon in Libra, and so much more. So be mindful that you are the healer and you are the master of healing. So it's really time to pay attention to what it is your body is trying to tell you in regards to if you are starting to feel a little imbalance going on with your body at this time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on shaking up these cards and trying to figure out, connect with my guides. And I invite you too, that if you want, as you sit and listen to this, connect with your guides. Ask yourself some questions. See what it is you want to find out answers to. Note that when we talk about the cards, we're talking about your sun, moon, and rising. And hey, why not? Why not just look at your whole natal chart and apply each of the zodiac signs that the cards come up for to anything that's on your natal chart, which makes this a lot more fun and exciting. And after all, I truly believe we should always work on aligning all 7 chakras. All right. If you happen to be new to my page, to the show, and you're not quite familiar with what my card deck is all about, just a quick introduction to my card deck. I'm just going to show you from here. If you happen to be listening to this, well, all right, that's fine too. So here we have it. Each card, there's 45 cards in the deck. Each card has 3 elements. There's a color, which is associated with your chakra. There's a word, which helps you to raise your vibration and adds to your story. And there's a number. The number is, well, they're all important. The number is associated with astrology and numerology, the collective and personal energy. So there's a lot of insight that you do get from one card. Just imagine if you really pay attention to your sun, moon, and rising, and if you really start to dive into all the other planets on your chart. All right, so here we go. And if you are new to this, and if you need to really pay attention and only focus on one card, one of the planets, I would recommend that you dive in and focus on your moon energy for today. If you're new to this, just focus on your moon energy. After all, we have this full moon in Libra. And how can it benefit your moon? All right, here we go for Aries. Now, knowing that you Aries, this is your birthday season. So this is all about new beginnings. This is about doing things in a new way, letting go of the old, which is what this full moon helps you to do. So let's see what one card. Let's start it off with a card in reverse. So if you know anything about my cards, you know that when a card shows up in reverse, there's 2 things you want to pay attention to. A, you want to pay attention to the message, the intuitive message that shows up, and B, the color. The color is associated with your root chakra. The message here is a leader, being a leader. And that's so appropriate to Aries energy because Aries is really about the I am. I am. Who are you? How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be heard? What is your message you want to start delivering? You are the leader. So start seeing yourself in a crowd, in front of that crowd, and standing and really sharing what it is you came here to share. But in order to be the leader, you have to be able to make quick decisions without hesitation. And with all these planets going on right now, sometimes that could be a little confusing and challenging to do. So you have to ground your energy. So I'm going to pause me just for a second. Just so you didn't have to go and hear me cough up a storm. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, that root chakra is all about grounding your energy so you can make quick decisions on the spot with no hesitation. Being direct. That is the root, being focused. Staying focused on what it is you want to create in your life. Now, if you've never heard this expression before, you are the creator. So whatever it is you are focused on is what's going to show up in your reality. So if that's not what you want in your reality, as you focus on it, you have to go ahead and change the channel because that's what it is. It's just changing the channel. 5-5. Well, that 5 energy is about all the changes that are coming through, starting as of today, moving on over the next 6 months. That will lead into freedom as long as you're willing to do the work. Let's come right back into that 10 energy. 10 in numerology is about your new beginning. It's about that reset, letting you know that you do have choices. In astrology, it's right aligned with that Capricorn energy. The work you're here to do, your accomplishments, your success, your fame, organization, Where are you in your work? Are you standing in your soul's calling? This is very much aligned with once Pluto goes into that retrograde into Capricorn season. So that's Aries energy. Love that for Aries. All right. So here we have Taurus. So you Taurus out there, I'm sure you're feeling this amazing energy we have flowing right now. After all, Mercury is actually in your energy right now. And anytime a planet is in a specific zodiac sign, that person with that zodiac sign is going to feel the energy more so than someone that may not have that zodiac sign in that planet. But we all do feel the energy. And as you know already with Taurus, it's about how you value you, how you value the things you do, whether you feel respected. Are people showing up and respecting your time? Are people showing up and honoring you? Are people valuing what you bring to the table? Because that's what's important right now. Taurus is all about your relationships, your partnerships, your collaborations. And it's in Mercury, which is about communication, being able to express yourself and getting possibly in front of a different audience. So let's see what Taurus needs to work on in order to benefit from this energy. Talk about balancing. We have play. We have play here. So for you Taurus out there that might be taking things a little too seriously, it's time to play. And that play could be just in reference to being more playful in regards to how you communicate. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to go physically play, although that's always fun too, but definitely being more playful. Don't be so serious in your conversations. That 1-6 is 7, which is associated with our overall collective energy for 2023. This is about our spiritual journey. This is about that overall reset and overall awakening that we're all experiencing. In addition to you Taurus out there, besides Mercury being in Taurus, we also have Uranus, which is the planet of the awakening. So that's what this energy is all about for this year. Specifically right now for you Taurus, throat chakra is a big one because, again, Mercury is in Taurus right now, which is all about how you communicate. Mercury is all about that communication. What is it you need to say? And even what is it you need to pay attention to? What is it you need to listen to? What do you need to listen to? So that's the card for Taurus. As we move into our Geminis. So let me think, is there anything going on in Gemini right now? Not currently. So there's no planets currently in Gemini, but that's going to change very shortly. Considering we've just had Mars in Gemini for 7.5 months, so Gemini gets a little bit of a rest for it right now, but you Geminis are also feeling this as well, especially because Mercury is your ruling sign. So wherever Mercury is, whatever sign Mercury's at, Geminis feel that all the time because it's your ruling sign. So let's see, for Geminis, this is about getting out into your community. This is about sharing your thoughts, creating your thoughts, collaborating. So here's your card for Gemini. So interesting. Reverse again. So this is now the second card that's showing up in reverse. And it's aligned with that number 3 energy, which is about communicating, expressing, sharing, collaborations as well, associated with the 3rd house, which is right next to that Mercury energy. It is really about what is it you need to listen to and when and how can you speak your truth. Yellow is all about your solar plex energy, which is about learning to trust yourself, trust that you have something to express, trust that you have something to share. Now, this is interesting, just to flip it over a little bit when we think about our planets. If you happen to carry a Chiron rune in Gemini, you may actually have a challenging time communicating and speaking up because that's just that rune. So the lesson to do with that is to speak up. And if you're curious to learn more about your Chiron rune energy, I invite you to reach out to me and I'll give you that email a little later. So work on your solar plex energy, work on expanding and trusting this energy that you do have going on right now and being in that space to connect with your community. Love that. All right, we have Cancer. So for you Cancers out there, woo, take a breath. Let's all take a breath for a minute because Mars is now in Cancer. Mars is all about taking action. Cancer is about family, home, nurturing, healing, and just taking care of one another. When we think of home, we also speak of our careers, and we speak of our body. So where do you need, as we spoke on before, where do you need to bring that balance into play? Do you need to take care of your body some more? Do you need to take care of your home, literally taking care of your home, like cleaning it, organizing it? Or is it that you need to take care of something in the family? A conversation, perhaps. And that's, when we think about it, is all about the work that you're here to do. What are you here to do? Those challenging relationships that you may have, that's part of your journey. That is part of your journey. It may not feel good. It may really, excuse the expression, suck when there's a dispute between you and a loved one, but that's something you're here to learn. And this is the perfect time with Mars being in Cancer to really explore. And during this Aries season, this is your time to explore your soul's calling. So let's see what one chakra for Cancer. Oh, this card showed up for Taurus. So here it is again. So there must be a real big need for play, because this is the second time this card is showing up. And it's very rare when a card shows up twice. You know, and when a card shows up, doesn't matter what sign it's in, it's a reminder for all of us. It really is about balance. Play. Play, play, play. Throat chakra. Throat chakra. How can you be more playful in your conversations? How can you, and what I just heard now is, how can you really have that connection with the younger version of yourself? Not just your child version of you, but the younger version of you. The younger version of 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, working down the road. That 7 energy. This is about taking time to go within. Take time to really get to know who you are and every version of who you are, because the version of who you are right now is going to be very different as we go through all these major transits as we're experiencing with our planets. And we have eclipse season that's taking place very soon. So there's a lot of transitioning taking place and awakenings happening. So bring that balance into play. And that is for our Cancer energy. Love that. Let me grab a little water. Getting a little dry. All right, we have our Leos next. Those fun, creative, expressive Leos. Unless, of course, you got a Chiron in Leo, and then you're not so fun. You're afraid of fun. You're afraid of freedom. But you got to do it anyway. And I bring up Chiron because Chiron's playing a big role here too, because again, that conjunction between the Sun and Chiron, both in Aries, in addition to Jupiter. So we have a lot of energy in Aries right now, helping us to really expand on our wounds, those lessons, after all the master healers. So let's see what Leos need to work on in regards to tapping into their higher consciousness, their higher learning, and being willing to learn something new this season. So let's see. And understand, because we do have we do have Pluto in Aquarius right now. It's going to be there for quite some time, the next 30 years. Because Leo is his opposition sign, you get to feel a lot of that Aquarius energy as well. Oh, here's Leo's card. Love this for Leos, and I'm sure Leos are going to like this too. So if you do the work of this full moon's energy by letting go of what's preventing you from having balance, that's going to bring in some amazing financial abundance. I'm sure you will love financial abundance in your life. And if you already have it, continue being grateful for it. That third eye energy is about creating. So if you are someone that might not see yourself in financial abundance, this is a great time to use this full moon's energy to help you let go of not having something and focus on all that you do have. Even if it's $1 that you have, just imagine that dollar being $1,000, $10,000, and et cetera, and et cetera, et cetera. That 1-7 is 8, which is perfectly aligned with Pluto's energy and Scorpio. They basically live in the same place. So this is really about learning to let go, learning to transform, learning to reset your energy so you can attract the financial abundance into your life. And remember, you are the creator. So whatever it is you focus on is what it is you're going to create into your reality. So that is our Leo energy. So start focusing on what you want to do with that financial abundance. What do you want to do with it? How do you want to invest it? How do you want to expand it? How do you want to have the freedom with it? Love that for Leos. All right, we're moving right into our Virgo energy. So Virgos, this is your time to let go and transform. Let your wings spread for you Virgos out there. For you Virgos, this is your time to let your wings spread. Now, do you understand, for you Virgos out there, because there is energy in Pisces. We have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and that's your opposition sign. So whatever's going on with Saturn in reference to your structure, resetting, karmic lessons, and that the Neptune energy of your spiritual awakening, that you're going to feel as well. So what do you need to let go of so you can embrace this energy that's coming in? Embrace the energy that's coming in. One more shake and bake, and let's see what Virgos got to work on. Interesting card for Virgos. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. So who do you need to forgive? Do you need to forgive yourself for something that maybe you're feeling ashamed about or a little guilty over? Or is there somebody else that might need to hear that you're sorry? So whomever that is that you're looking to, either that person may need to hear sorry from you, or you may actually need to hear sorry from somebody. This is about the higher learning. This is your crown chakra. This is a perfect opportunity to utilize this full moon so you can bring that balance back into your body, into your heart as well. That 9-9 is 9 energy, which is all about transformation. And they say, and I use the word they, meaning in the healing realm, forgiveness is the highest vibration that you can step into. So when you begin to forgive yourself and others, you do raise your vibration, and that allows you to become this different version of you. So tap into that crown chakra and allow yourself to be in that energy. Love that. For Virgos, well, we're at the halfway point. Now, during the halfway point, I usually like to go to a commercial break, but I do want to give a shout out to one of my partners that helped me make the show happen along with my other show, Joe Monkman. You're going to hear a little bit about him on the commercial break. He is our shamanic healing practitioner and also wellness advocate. So we're going to take that commercial break and you can hear what he has to say. And then you'll also hear a little bit more about what I have to say. I'll be right back. Hello and welcome. I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck, and the founder of Holistic Fitness located in Queens. I work with women, men by referral, over 40, release weight, physically, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically, relating to their childhood and past life traumas associated with their Chiron womb. When clients work with me, they fall in love with the body that they are in and gain the confidence to be seen and heard and ready to walk away from their job and fully step into their soul's contract. To learn more about your Chiron moon and your soul's contract, redeem your complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session today by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. I do look forward to helping you blend the physical and mystical world together and working with the mystical medicine tools to help you heal from within.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. If you are just tuning in, I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I want to thank you for being here and spending your time with me. I have just given you the forecast for April, Aries through Virgo, and I'm going to start into Libra. So if you happen to have your sun, moon, or rising sign in any of the zodiac signs that I've already given the forecast for, I ask that you hang out because you do have other planets that might be in the other 6 zodiac signs, and you can always come back and watch it again or listen to, and you can listen to this amazing show on some of the other platforms such as Audible, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and of course you can catch us so you can see the cause on YouTube, Twitter, and of course on Facebook. So anyway, here we go. We're going to dive in and see what's in store for Libra. Woof. For you Libras out there, this full moon is all about your energy. It's about balance. How are you feeling? I know that when the full moon happens to be in your personal moon sign, that you often do feel really great. I know I do when the moon's in my sign. So I'm sure you're feeling magnificent right now. And just in case you're not aware that this full moon is literally the reset button for all of us going forward with all of the planets that's going to start doing extinct or retrograding. We have Mercury that starts its retrograde on April 21st. And that's just one of the many that's going to retrograde this year. So let's see what's in store for you Libras. All about balance, all about taking time to review your relationships, your contracts, and how you value who you are in this amazing energy. So let's check it out. So for you Libras, manifestation. Yes, you have the power. You have the power. Now, there's so much to be said about manifestation. For many years, many of us have been manifesting incorrectly, if there's such a thing. The part of manifestation that most of us have been leaving out is the part about visualizing the done deal. And not only just visualizing your done deal, but actually acting out your done deal. Unless you act out your done deal of manifestation, it doesn't manifest. Because unfortunately, you stay stuck in that old character mode. So for you Libras out there, this is a great time to utilize this full moon to write out everything you want to create going forward. And that goes true for everybody. That 1-9 is a reminder that this is a reset. This is definitely a reset. This is about tapping into your higher consciousness. Because anything that you are thinking about, anything that you are speaking about, anything that you're dreaming about, that's because it's all in your higher consciousness. Now it's just allowing it to flow forward and start to move into your subconsciousness so you can then create it. So recognize that one energy as the reset. Recognize that opportunity that there's plenty of opportunities coming in, and you can manifest anything no matter how small or big it is. So that's the Libra energy for that 7. And I was trying to figure out in my mind where Venus is right now, and I think I'm going to take a second to peek at that, but if I can, try to figure that out. I can't remember the sign that it's in right now. I want to say Venus is in Aries, but I could be wrong. I think actually, no, that's definitely not right. Venus might actually be in Taurus right now. But I will take a quick peek. So focus on that, grab a little water, and I'm just going to take a quick peek just to see where Venus is, because somebody needs to know this information where Venus is at right now. And I want to supply that to you right now, because it does play a huge role with Taurus, because it is the ruler of Taurus energy. So as I peek in my book here, give me 1 second. Let's find this out. Yes, Venus is actually in Taurus until April 11th. So interesting fact right there. So it's in its hometown and until April 11th, and then it's going to be moving into Gemini. And I'll share a little bit about that information at a later time. Let's really stay focused on where we are right now with all this other energy of communication, creativity, and collaboration. So we are on Scorpio energy. Scorpios. I know so many Scorpios out there. Oh, I'm always surrounded by them. For you Scorpios, this is about your body system. This is about connecting with your body. If you have not done so already, get yourself in the gym, get yourself into the park, get yourself someplace that you can start moving your body. I'm a fan of strength training, so my recommendation is get yourself a strength training prescription so you can really help your body be the best version it can be. It's also about nurturing and healing as well. And you Scorpios, you're ruled by Pluto's energy. So with Pluto being Aquarius, this is about helping you really let go of what no longer serves your body. So if you're one that's been eating junk food or whatever not, you may no longer have the appetite for junk food. So let's see how that transformed in the card. So here we go for our Scorpios. Scorpios, you're going to love this card, except it's in reverse. Okay, and reverse just means pay attention and work on that chakra. This amazing energy is going to bring success into your plan. Success into your plan is very much associated with the abundance, your achievements, your success, your fame. But you got to trust this. You got to be more open to the unlimited possibilities. You cannot be rigid and say no to certain things. You have to be willing and ready to go, whether you literally have the finances in your hand to make the commitment or not. This is where trust comes in. So success is definitely in your plate this time around for Scorpios. Love that. Sagittarius. I don't know why. Did I read a card for Libra? I feel like I left out Libra. Oh my God, I don't remember. Anyway, I think I read a card. I know I gave information, but I don't know why I can't remember if I gave a card. That is so weird. Well, if it bothers me a little longer, I might end up pulling another one because I don't remember if I did a card. That's so weird. Anyhow, Sagittarius. Don't mind me, guys. This Mercury energy is getting the best of me. So for our Sagittarius, it's amazing, massive change coming in. Massive change, but that's okay because you Sagittarius do like change. You like to have your freedom. You like to travel. So this is a good time for that. Although your card's in reverse as well. All about intuition. And when I hear this, I'm hearing that intuition is going to change for you. Something about how you connect with your gifts is going to shift on you. Going to shift. There's going to be, if you are used to being able to really hear spirit, there might be a shift that takes place where you become more capable of seeing spirit. So pay attention to that change that might come in. Very important to stay grounded while this is happening and not get overwhelmed or disappointed that all of a sudden, like, why can't I hear it anymore? Because when that change is taking place, that just means something is calibrating. And anytime we have a calibration happening, it means it throws off our body system just a little bit. That 2-4 energy, very similar to in regards to the Scorpio energy. This is your time to be the healer and to heal your body as well. There's going to be lots of changes coming in for you. Changes in the way you eat, changes in the way you move your body, changes that's going to occur in your sleep system. Pay attention to that because, again, with this 5 energy for you, Sagittarius, your dreams are going to be important to pay attention to. Schedule time to take little naps if need be because you may not be getting the rest you are used to getting at night because your rest is going to be interrupted due to the dreams based on your intuition. So ground your energy and get out into nature so you could be more grounded and focus on all these changes that are coming in. And keep a journal is what I just heard as well for our Sagittarius energy. All right, we got Capricorn. For you Capricorns out there, this is about home. This is about your soul's calling. This is about your family. This is about your career, whatever that looks like for you. So really the overall energy of everything. And because Cancer is your opposition sign, that Mars energy is giving you that word I'm hearing, which is weird, giving you the sugar, giving you the energy to do what you need to do in the home front. So let's see what one card you need to work on, what one chakra to bring you in that alignment, that 4 energy, and bringing more balance into your alignment. And do note that with yesterday, what is today? Today's the 5th. With yesterday's energy, that 4-4 portal, that is help you through this whole full moon's energy as well. So there's a lot to go on at home in regards to your body. How is your body feeling? Pay attention to whatever it is your body's trying to tell you, because you're going to get a lot of messages from your body as well. Your card is also in reverse. A lot of reverse in this forecast this time around. So let's talk about that pink energy, which is all about compassion and kindness and grace. Those are your three words: compassion, kindness, and grace is what you need to give yourself right now, because there's going to be a lot of calibrating in your body. Your body system may not be feeling so great. That 1, 2 is 3, which is again how you speak to your body. And it's really important to say nice things to your body. Have that internal conversation to raise you up. And it's also really important to communicate with other people as well, those at home specifically. And also very important to have conversations at work. And that's a big theme for right now, especially with Mercury in the process of going retrograde in Taurus. So those conversations, kindness, compassion, and grace for you Capricorns. Love that. Oh, Aquarius, I'm sure you are feeling quite an intensity of energy going on right now, as Pluto is right there helping you to like push through and clear out and let go. This is definitely about conversations, collaborations, and creativity. It's almost like this full moon's energy is all for you when you think about it. Yes, it is. And I can relate because I do have my moon in Aquarius. I also have my Mercury in Aquarius. Quite interesting, right? I know it's always about me. It has to be because I'm the only one here right now. So, and I know that Anne has shared her information. She's a Gemini. So I'm sure you're also feeling a lot of this Mercury energy as well, being it's your ruling sign. So let's go back to those Aquarius. About communication. What do you need to work on so you can have better communication? You'll be communicating about money. That's a biggie. Maybe you're going to have a conversation with your clients. If you're an entrepreneur, you might be contemplating on increasing your rates. If you do have a 9 to 5, you might have a conversation with your boss about getting a raise, or you might be in the process of looking for another job. That's that 1-7. That's the 8 energy. You are letting go of something. So whatever it is, however it is, you need to visualize financial abundance in your life. This is a time to start expressing it. This is the time to start sharing it out. Money, money, money. I think there's a song out there called Money. Again, don't mind me. Anyway, focus on that third eye so you can begin to create that financial abundance in your life. Whatever you focus on is what's going to be. Have those conversations. Start those collaborations. Start utilizing your creativity. Remember to bring the balance into this. All right, we have our Pisces. Pisces, this is about partnerships. This is about your relationships with one another. This is about family. This is about friends, co-workers, you name it. That's what this is about. This is about revisiting your contracts, utilizing this full moon to help you to revisit your contracts. What contracts are working? What contracts are sort of expired? And this is the time to do just that. It's also a great time to start renewing contracts, start signing new contracts, new opportunities coming in. So be prepared for those emails, those texts, and those phone calls to start showing up where people are going to want you, want you, want you. And because you do have Saturn in your energy and Neptune in your energy, this is a lot about your structure, your foundation, what's changing, and what are you learning from a higher level right now. So let's see what one chakra can you work on to be in this energy. All right, here we have it for Pisces. Oh my God, could I make this shit up? Balance. That's your card. Balance. Yes, it is balance. That's what this full moon's energy is going to help you with, to bring more balance into your life. So if you've been feeling a little off kiltered, this is the time. But no, anytime that we are working on bringing balance into our life on a intuitive level, you're going to feel an imbalance first, which means your body is calibrating. So anytime we have discomfort going on where we feel like we're being pulled in one direction with our body, that's your body's way of letting you know you're being recalibrated. So pay attention to the recalibrations, pay attention to what your body is saying, and make sure you're incorporating balance into your life, whether that means resting just as much as you work, resting just as much as you play, fueling and feeding, meditating, bring that balance into play. This is really about your structure. That 7-6 is your structure. This is about boundaries, reset your karmic cycle. This is about bringing everything into balance. while all this is taking place, considering you just had a birthday, so you do have this rebirth energy taking place, it's really important to focus on gratitude. Gratitude. If possible, every day, write out 10 things you are grateful for. And more importantly, make sure those 10 things are different. So at the end of your month, you're going to have a whole lot of gratitude. And more you focus on gratitude, the more you're going to have to be grateful for. So that's Pisces. Now, yeah, it's still sort of tickling in my ear that I don't feel like I did a card for Libra. So I'm actually going to pull a card for Libra because I feel like I left Libra out. So if I did pull a card for Libra, then Libras are going to get a second card. And that makes sense since the full moon's in Libra. So for you Libras, because I can't remember if I pulled a card or not. So let's see what Libras need to know if in fact I did not pull a card. For the Libras. And that showed up earlier as well, leaders. And I actually feel like this showed up in the very first card, which is Aries. And that's really coincidence, and except I don't use that word much because I don't believe in it. It's very, very, very aligned because when we think of Aries and Libra energy, they're opposition of each other. So when we bring more balance into your life, you bring more the leadership role in. It's really important during this energy to ground yourself so you can really focus on what it is you want to create. As our Libra energy, this is about your contracts. This is about how you value yourself. This is about how you want to be seen. This is how you want to show up in the world. All your different contracts that you have, you need to be the leader. Change is definitely on the way, utilizing this full moon as the reset for all the energies to come over the next 6 months and recognizing that this is your soul's calling. That 10 energy is really about how you organize things so things can work in order for you. Your achievements, recognize what you've achieved, recognize all the success that you have surrounded by you. So ground your energy and focus on just that, being the leader. As I said again, this is a Libra card. If in case I forgot to pull the card earlier, because for the life of me, I can't remember. But that's what we have. We have all the 12 zodiac signs all read out, all cards, and how this works. Just in case you are just jumping on right now, I'm kind of curious on what's been going on. This was your 12 card Cosmic Energy Forecast for the entire month as this amazing energy we have going on where we have the full moon that is in Libra. It's the fullest point that took place at 12:34 p.m. Eastern Time today. And then in addition, we have this Mercury energy in Taurus and will be going retrograde as of April 21st. And this is all a reset to get us prepared for all the retrogrades that's coming through. So go ahead and look at your natal chart. Check out where all your planets are, all the zodiac signs. And I guarantee you're going to be working on all the chakras based on all the cards that showed up. Now, usually I come back later and I rewatch the show to get a general idea to see if any one chakra didn't show up. So I'm kind of curious if there's a chakra that didn't show up. I know we got the reds, we got the yellow, we got the pink, we got the turquoise. I don't think we got any orange today. I know we got the crown chakra, but I don't think we got any orange today. So if that is the case, that just means that sacral energy. The sacral energy is about our inner child, which is very much associated with the moon's energy. But I'll come back later and put a little indication in the comments on the actual page to review which chakra did not show up today. Considering I pulled, for today's situation, I pulled 13 cards. So I'm kind of curious out of the 13 cards, which one chakra did not show up. All right, guys, I would love to hear from you how this resonated with you. If you are watching from Facebook, please go ahead and leave comments there. Let me know how this resonated with you. If you are watching any place else, you can leave comments. If you wish to reach me directly, you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. And as I always do, I always extend this opportunity and offering for you. If you'd like to get in, sit with me and explore a little bit more on a deeper level, go ahead and take advantage of a complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session just by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. I'll send you my calendar link. We'll have a nice conversation. We can either do coffee, water, or maybe even a little lunch over Zoom. All right, guys, that's it for today. There's a lot going on. I do look forward to seeing you here again the first Wednesday in May. But until then, enjoy this amazing full moon. Remember to get outside under that full moon's energy. Put your hands up so you can feel that energy in your palms. This is the month of April. This is the month of being the master healer. The healing does start from your hands. Apply them to your body and rejuvenate and reset. Remember to reset your communication, your creativity, and your collaborations. Until next time, bye-bye for now.